Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion, an explosion that will be our last.
Hello everybody, my name is Walty, and welcome back to Stranding. We still have to take these supplies over here. The question is, should I take the truck? Probably not. Yeah, I don't want to take the truck. Now, you've noticed I got more battery. That's not because of me getting a better exoskeleton, although that will help. The reason why I have more batteries is very simple. I have 2 batteries on my backpack, which is what I did while customizing my backpack yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but last video. I don't know why I said yesterday. I just finished recording the last video. Literally, the last 3 videos I've recorded in one setting. Well, I'm counting this video, by the way, when I say last 3. So, that's the first the last 2 videos, plus this one, is all recorded in the same stretch. I should be able to go through the BT territory, because I already triggered them. And I don't think they've respawned yet. So I'm gonna head through the BT territory, because I've already got it open. I think with the batteries plus, you know, just genuine running, I think this will probably last until I get about halfway there. Good luck, bitch. Ooh, that's bad. I love... By the way, you can't jump that far normally. You have to have a speed skeleton. You might also be able to get away with it with a power skeleton. I don't really remember. But the speed skeletons definitely help. I prefer the speed skeletons, I'm going to be honest. There's 3 skeletons that I remember. There's the speed skeleton, the strength skeleton, and the traction skeleton. And my favorite's the speed. Unfortunately, the speed burns through power probably the quickest. Or at least it feels the quickest because you go the farthest with it. Yeah, there's no rain. There's no BTs here at the moment. It's because I already triggered it. Normally this area is swarming with BTs, but because I already triggered it, it's kind of a safe spot right now. It won't be eventually. I don't know how quickly the BTs respawn. The mules respawn once every 2 or 3 hours. The BTs, though, they're a little... Really?
Seriously?
Yeah, I agree. We should be able to follow this fucking road to the city, right? I mean, it should still mostly connect. We got a road building thing here. If I remember correctly, the road builds for this place are fucking pretty expensive. I did build from the distro center, or from South Lake Knot all the way. Sorry, BB. But yeah, I did build all the way from South Lake Knot City all the way here on the roads by myself. I haven't done it in a long time, but I did make it all the way here. Yeah, the requirements aren't even all that bad. It's the ones that are like 5,000 this and 600 that are just kind of bullshit. I'm gonna be honest, the ones that are like super expensive for the sake of being expensive, they suck.
That's right, just
Yeah, we'll have to come back here. Did I lose a package? No. Good. We'll be coming back to Mama's lab in just a minute. Well, like, we have the opportunity to get 2 chips, we might as well grab them both.
It's toppled over.
Yeah, it would crush Mama's lab pretty damn thoroughly. Can we go in here? No. I don't have a ladder. This could be a problem. How do I get this without a ladder? I need a ladder. I don't think I've got a ladder anywhere. Okay, remember this location. I'm pretty sure we come to Mama's lab like right after this. Man, my shoes are about fucking dead. So assuming we come to Mama's lab immediately after, we'll take a pit stop with a ladder. Oh, do I not need to go through the gates? I could just go through here? Fucking A.
Nice.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
Literally, all I've got is a blood grenade.
Welcome to South.
I like, unless my boy here has got like hepatitis C or some shit. I don't think a blood weapon's gonna do that much.
Decontaminating suit. Footwear condition poor. Replacement is advised.
Great to see you, man. You don't know how much we've been looking forward to this. A lot of people hurting here. Gotta start with those who need it most. Given this quantity, everyone ought to get a share. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's because I fell down. I won't break. By the way, I finished this game multiple times on the PS4, and my account's not the same as it was on the PS4.
It's finally becoming a reality? I can't believe it. Really can't. Feels like a dream almost. If it's not a dream, then yeah, we want to be part of it.
I've been making a surprisingly decent amount of progress each video. I mean, I know I'm still, you know, maybe, I don't know, I'm not halfway through the game yet, but I have been making some really good progress. Yeah, we're not gonna ever use these. I'm gonna be honest. We will not be using these.
I don't think we could have survived without outside assistance. The chiral network could make a huge difference, make repairs more manageable. It could help us finally get back on our feet. You've given us a gift more precious than you know. When we lost Middle Knot City, it felt like there'd be no end to the violence. I woke up every day thinking it might be our last. Yet, here we are. By the grace? Yeah, well, let's just say I don't believe in miracles or luck. Hell no. I believe in people. And it was people that saved us. Just like you did today. Now it's our turn to pick up the pieces and do the same for others. I'm sorry. I gotta get this to everyone. We really appreciate it.
Good work, Sam. I'll see that your supplies are ready and waiting. Suppose I don't need to tell you to take care when you come fetch them.
I'll take that, I don't want anything else.
Thanks, Sam. You've saved South Knot City and brought our people even closer together. You're halfway there. Halfway to making us whole again. Listen, there's something I need to tell you.
Sam, Amelie's connection just dropped. We've been routing her calls through the old system. Must be a problem with the lines. I'll look into it. Let's just hope it's nothing more serious.
Sam, I'm detecting a chiral spike. Right in your vicinity. These numbers are off the charts. This might explain the sudden service interruption.
Whatever's causing it could pose a threat to the Knot cities. Get out there and investigate.
I love this part. I'm gonna try not to spoil it by just keeping my mouth shut. I absolutely fucking love this part. I probably ought to sleep first, but I'm not going to. Where's that beeping from? Oh. Shut up. I got a bird. My chair, by the way, that I sit by. Well, I sit on my chair, but what was I gonna say? I play my. There's a bird, baby bird, nesting in my windowsill, and I sit right next to my window. Anyways, I fucking love these guys. This shit's so cool. This is what made me originally think this was gonna be a horror game, and I watched the original trailer for this, and this shit had me hyped. Especially when I found out Hideo Kojima was working on this game. I open up my phone and immediately get a fucking short. That's so stupid. Yeah, you might recognize him. Like, you should recognize him, honestly. This dates this video, but that's fine. I just uploaded the very first part of Sekiro, and I wanted to see how well it was doing. So far, it's not doing very well, but it's a new series, so in like the next 10 or 15 days, it might do good. Yeah, this is the guy we see from the BB visions. I didn't catch this on my first playthrough. Well, I did, but I didn't catch it for a little bit longer. I love this place. It's so cool. I kind of wish there was more of this. And there probably will be in the next game. It's a good thing I've got like full battery on my thing, even though I shouldn't have. Ooh, damn. That fucking hurt. It's like World War One. There we go. Now we're in the trenches. Maybe he's concerned.
Who is that asshole anyway?
Yeah, you can leave this place with quite a bit of loot. Okay. Move. I wonder if my shoes are degrading, aren't they? Let's go here. I think you kind of just wander around until you kill everything. Could be wrong though. That's a dead end. He's giving orders. Yeah, I think we gotta kill them all. Seems likely at the moment. By the way, these can be just killed with normal bullets. Yeah, we're tracking them because we can see their footprints.
Reinforcements.
No, you don't.
Move. Weapons free.
Let me just yeah, we need to quickly get some health back. I'm completely out of assault rifle ammo. Blood bag, shotgun. Let's grab the blood
We
bag
need
first.
reinforcements. Get back out there.
Then we'll grab the shotty. We'll be recycling all of this, by the way, when we're done. What the hell are you? Damn, you do not die very easily. Nice. This is kind of like a pseudo boss fight.
Looks like someone in the car, though.
We need reinforcements.
Oop, wrong way.
Get back out there.
Yeah, no. That was a horrible position for you to be in. Because you were literally in the position of me having a shotgun with decent range and a fucking... it was like shooting fish in a barrel. They couldn't get away from me, and I had no reason to back up. Nice. How did I only get an A for that? Is it because I took too much damage, or is it because it took too long?
Sam, do you read me?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Where am I?
Say again?
What happened to me?
The second you left the distribution center, the storm blinked out, just like that. Chiral density dropped almost as fast.
I got caught in the storm and I was in a war zone.
You been daydreaming, Sam? Comms were only down for a second.
No, it was much longer than that. There was this soldier, he tried taking my BB.
If you say so.
The little one can vouch for me.
Sam? It's been less than a minute since we last spoke.
That can't be right. I was there for hours, it felt like.
Maybe you should rest a bit.
Never mind. Coming to you.
It's a shame I can't meet you halfway.
Yeah, I know. Your kid, right?
Be careful, Sam. I'm looking forward to seeing you. It's been a while since I've had company.
Okay, two things. For starters, we do actually get to keep everything we get there. And it's worth recycling it all. If nothing than just for shits and giggles.
Proceed to Mama's lab. Mama was part of the Cupid R&D team. However, from the start, she had concerns about its long-term viability.
Then we're going to recycle, because I don't want any of this, really. I'm not going to use the guns. There's no sensible reason in this game to really use weapons like that. Except for in the beach. Everywhere else, there's no real point.
Thank you for your contribution. Have a pleasant journey.
That's just being as nice as it can be. I have killed, you know, mules before. It never caused a void out and they still respawned anyways. I could understand if it was a permanent solution, but it's not. Just making sure I fucking knew it. So the reason why I was checking this is back at the light side, I started running towards the city for whatever reason, and they actually had one of these hidden right at the city. Which is the same thing they're doing here. And I'm guaranteeing you I've never found this before.
There we go.
Just like I never found the one at Late Knot until this playthrough. Because I refuse to watch guides on this game, because there's just no point. I might when it comes to the zip lines, because I've never actually built zip lines in this game. I've used them one time. I've never actually built a zip line. It was one of those cases where I had no real reason for it. And because I didn't have a reason to do it, I just didn't. I feel like the zip lines didn't originally come in this game. I feel like it was a newer edition. Maybe I'm crazy. I could have swore the version I played didn't actually have zip lines. But, like I said, chance I was wrong. I will try them in this game, though. Yeah, you thought I forgot about you. Needy, I didn't forget about shit that easily.
There we go.
Fun fact. Well, not really a fact, but are you fucking kidding me?
Seriously?
Oh wait, my little bracelet thing's broken. Anyways, I kind of think it's funny, but I don't know. What was I gonna say? I keep trying to think of what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. That's probably a ladder that if it was online playing would actually get a like, because it's like pretty decent. It saves time. That formed pretty quickly.
Sam. She doesn't bite. Glad you made it.
Yep, episode 5, Mama.
She's hungry.
What the?
There, she's down. Even though she can't drink it, my body keeps making it. Going through the motions really helps with the soreness, though.
What is she?
She's my daughter. And I'm her mama. It's okay. She's only connected to me. Not like the other BTs. You can see it, right? You're hooked up. Now you know why I can't leave. So about the supercell. Do you think the grown-ups could talk for a minute? Thank you. Look at this. This was the chiral density when the supercell appeared. But almost immediately after, it dropped to normal levels. In other words, the storm vanished in less than a second.
That's impossible.
Okay, let's pull the data from your cufflinks and take a look then. Well, that's all pretty crazy, but at least you're not. Timestamps in the logs support your story. Best guess I can muster is you were trapped between 2 different spacetimes.
2 different space-times.
HQ is doing a deeper analysis. All they've got to work with is the frequency spectrum, but with a little effort, they should be able to figure out where you were sent. Another chiral spike. She's been crying more at night. Chiral density increases in regions connected to the chiral network, but the numbers are way higher than I projected.
That's bad, right?
Yeah, more connections means more chiralium. Early on, Bridges did acknowledge this as a potential problem, so I installed special limiters in the Cupids to keep the chiral levels in check. Looks like the limiter on yours is faulty, though. The supercell and the temporal phenomenon that you experienced may be related to all this.
Are you saying if I keep extending the network, we might be in for more temporal phenomena?
Maybe. Or worse, they cause another death stranding.
But you got a solution.
Of course I've got a solution. Right over here, in fact.
It would be so cool to see like a prologue to the Death Stranding, like as it actually happens. They could
Just need to integrate a limiter into this new Cupid I threw together. Thought I'd make you one since you said you were coming.
It would be kind of cool if they did it like, kind of like how Metal Gear Survive. I know Hideo Kojima wasn't involved with that mess, but if they did like a prologue to Death Stranding, they should make it like Metal Gear Survive, to where you're like just trying to survive and make it like a survival game with some story elements.
Great. Crisis averted.
No, crisis not averted. We need to rewrite the software to work with the new hardware.
Well, then get to it.
Yeah, no can do. I designed the hardware, but the software was written by someone else.
Well, where can we find them?
Her. The name's Lochna. She was a member of Bridges 1. You'll have to head to Mountain Knot City.
All right, I gotta take a Cupid there anyway.
Oh, good. That's great. Here we go again. I don't know what's gotten into her lately. She's so scared. Look at her. Maybe the other side wants her back. Or maybe she wants to go back. We can't keep on like this. That much I know.
You wanna tell me what happened?
She was due. I was in the hospital waiting for our C-section. Then the terrorists hit us. I was pinned under the rubble. Nothing to do but wait and wait. Felt like forever. But no one came. They said air and water.
Can someone help me, please?
I don't know how many days went by. The water ran dry, and the cold set in. I gave birth there in the rubble. But instead of bringing life into the world, I brought death.
Right.
When the time fell stopped, my baby started to cry. She cried, cried, cried. Her life was the price I had to pay to survive. She saved me.
Over here! Get him out of there! Get him out of there, guys! Come on! Get it! Get it! Come on! Just a little bit further! Hold on! Hold on!
Over here! I'm over here!
And we've been together ever since. But she's a BT. The ties that bind her to this place bind me too. You could say I've never really been discharged.
And you're okay with that? I mean, you know she's gone. You want to live your life in the shadow of the dead?
Come on. You, of all people, you chose the dead over the living. Why else would you be here? I just remembered. Dead men told me repatriates have special blood. Mind if I take a sample?
Yeah, sure. Suck me dry. You already bleed me in my sleep.
Oh.
A bit cold, ain't you?
Just a second. There. All done. I want to run a test.
Mama, are you?
I'm sorry, Sam. Would you mind leaving us alone for a while?
Yeah. I gotta get to work.
Sam? Hey, forget what I said about chiral spikes. Reconnecting the world comes first. Maybe we're making things worse. Maybe not. But it's the only plan we've got. Good luck, Sam.
Sam, the delivery terminal outside still works. Go ahead and get it connected. I'll give you further instructions from there. Sam, your next objective is to bring Mountain Knot City into the network. And this route will take you to a way station and on to a distro center north of the city. From there, it gets tricky. You'll have to take a detour to get around the mountains.
Still won't be using this Cupid on the way? Software's not been rewritten yet.
It's fine. If you link up Mountain Knot City after your Cupid is fixed, the update should filter through the network, stabilizing the connection. It's just one more reason to get there ASAP. But for now, make do with the Cupid you've got.
Any word from Mama Lee?
None. We'll just have to hope she's all right and keep going. It's what she would want. Anyway, check in at Lake Knot City's Southern Distro Center before you hit the road. And good luck out there.
By the way, Sam, I've added a zipline schematic to your PC.
Yeah.
Figured it would come in handy. All you need to set one up is at least 2 anchors. Why bother carrying cargo across a river or up a steep hill when you can just send it through the air? Am I right?
You are
If you
right.
want a little hands-on experience, you can use the anchors outside my lab. Have yourself some fun.
The good news is, Fragile's available and willing to lend you a hand. If you want Fragile to send you, you'll need to head to a private room. South Knot City, it'll be a... It's...
I'm gonna test out the zipline. I don't know how far you get to take one. Fabricate equipment.
Did I build...
So it's in part 2. Depends on how much resources it takes. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm assuming I'm gonna need 2. So we'll find a spot relatively close. Like, what would be a good spot for the first zip line to be? Probably bad, but I think I've... Okay, we got basically a clear shot here. Okay. So I don't know if I gotta connect anything to that. Let's try to stay in a straight line from this. Fucking BTs. So they are back. We are on the outskirts though, because they're mostly in that city. Okay, so if I stay exactly straight, for a decent amount of time. Whoa. Okay. Shit. Why are there so fucking many of them? Damn it. Damn it, get off me. No connection. Okay. Well, I don't actually know how far the zipline works for. I could have took the private room, by the way. That was too close for comfort. I don't know if I'm still in line or not. A little to the right. Can't tell you if I'm in the connection area or not. Oh, I can kind of see it. No internet connection. Shit. Okay. Well, we'll keep going until we get an internet connection. I mean, we're not that far, surely. Which is a horrible thing to say, by the way. But this would be nice if I could set up, like, really far zip lines. I don't know how far the zip lines will work. That's why I don't know if I'm wasting my time here. It really comes up to how far they work for. Like, if they work from a distance of that far, they'll be great. If they work half the distance, they'll still be pretty good. If it's like a small-ass thing, it won't be very fun. I've never messed with zip lines. I was always pretty convinced that zip lines were just like a, you know... I thought it was like a director's cut thing, or DLC. Who knows, maybe it wasn't. I've just never messed with it. Bird's chirping again. Damn bird. Well, now we get to test. Doesn't seem like it's connecting to anything. Is there a way for me to switch things? How do I tell where the internet connections are? No, wrong. So from here, it was zip line. You basically are in a straight line. I just can't tell you if it's gonna work. Fucking hell, how do I tell where the connections work? So maybe it won't work because I'm in a dead zone. So what I need to do is try to put the zip line in an area where it isn't a dead zone. The distribution place is here. I might be able to make one here. I'm gonna test it. If it doesn't work, then that just means the range isn't as big as I was hoping. But for this to be practical, the range would have to be pretty substantial. It might not be, you know, that big, but it would have to be substantial. Junk deal. From the junk dealer. Subject, marriage sucks. Fucking hell, man. You ain't even been with her very long. Okay. Nope. We gotta like, come on, please tell me this will work. This would be really cool if it works. I mean, even if it doesn't, as long as I like adjust it slightly and like add more connections, it should be pretty cool. Okay. Still not seeing anything where it's gonna connect. They didn't really say how long the thing goes for. Wrong button again. Yeah, well, that's the problem. We still have a fucking connection thing. You know what? There's no way we're going to be able to connect this far because this is too big. Same here. That being said, it will take a little bit of extra work. But I got an idea.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders. One moment, Sam. We've just received an urgent distress call. Porter out on a run's been injured and can't make it back on their own. It looks like they were carrying schematics for a new autonomous car prototype. We can't afford to lose those either. Check the order for details.
I'm gonna put it here. Oh. And the idea is very simple. It'll go that way, and I guess that way.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
So we're gonna rest, then we'll call the video and start on the next video, where we're going to save this guy and also head to the one spot.
Construction complete.
I feel like zip lines will be a really good use of my resources instead of roads in a lot of cases. It literally is going to depend on fucking how long the zip lines go for. Because if you gotta like put in like a ton of effort, it might not be as worth it.
Sam, got a favor to ask. If you could bring some cargo back to Capital Knot City from the distribution center out west, it'd be great. Earn a good eval and you might even get more than your usual reward. What do you say? Feel like challenging yourself?
No. You know how irritating that would have to be? Well, we could always go deliver a pizza for that one dude. Alright, once again, after we leave this room, if there's no cutscene, then it'll be the end of the video, and if there's a cutscene, we'll watch the cutscene. No cutscene. Alright, if you like the video, like the video. If you don't like the video, don't like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
No, I wanted you, but that was married. Had a lot of hoes just on my accent. My chopper shorty, she's savage. Got a son for you, cause you ain't average. I got it cause I imagine
There
it.
was an explosion.
Yeah, I mix it, I ain't mad yet. But I'd rather sit